that know her.
Technically, I'm a witch.
Season 2, Vampy D's. Ash is vamp-splaining. Petey's learning about the bros, Stefan and Damon. Pete-dictions coming true. Founding fam's got a plan. Guess who's back in the falls with their eyes on her man's body stacking up? A lot of people H for B. Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy who has only seen one full season of the show watches the series for the first time, watches the rest of the series, I guess, for the first time with a super fan who has seen every episode. I am the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire, but please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent, Ash.
Hello.
What's up, Ash?
I'm excited to be back.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
We're recording this a little ahead of time, but it's still been a while.
Yeah, it has.
It's been so long that we finally received the Brothers Bond merch
I know.
that I ordered as a gift well ahead of recording the finale.
Yes.
Which I was hoping it would be there for the finale, but hey,
It's here for the premiere.
the premiere.
Yes.
What'd we get? We already said.
Yeah, I got a super sweet V-neck t-shirt. It's very soft.
Ooh, just like what the Salvatore Bros wear.
I like it. Yeah, super comfy. Fits well. And we got these cute glasses. Brothers Bond, we're drinking our whiskeys out of it right now.
Yeah, some Mystic Charmers we whipped up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's really good. It came with a little recipe. We're still waiting for the actual Brothers Bond whiskey. It doesn't come out till the new year.
Hasn't dropped yet.
No, but we're looking forward to it.
Ash, it's a new season. It's a new year. We're on the eve of a new year. Not really when we're recording this, but we're on the eve of a new year when this comes out.
Thank goodness.
2020 is limping into 2021.
Yeah. I can't even really understand that.
What a year.
Too many things.
What? A year? There's some 2021 news, I believe. It might be 2022, but Ash, Scream 5.
Oh, what?
Scream 5 is coming out.
Really?
Kevin Williamson, exec produce of the Vampire Diaries,
Exec produce.
is back for Scream 5.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it seems like the original cast is coming back. They'll probably have some young bucks running around again.
That's exciting. Which Scream did we see at the Cinerama Dome? That was a fun experience.
It was probably 4.
I think that's the only time I've been to the Cinerama Dome.
Cinerama Lama Ding Dong. Have you ever seen a M. Night Shyamalan movie at the Cinerama Dome?
Nope, but I will not ever say that.
Scream. We love Scream.
Yeah, Scream is awesome.
The whole series is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It gets a little. I mean, the first one is the best, and then
it's a classic.
It degrades from there. It's a copy of a copy, like a VHS tape.
But it's really good. I think it has a good through story with the moms and all the history and stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Prescotts.
Yeah.
Sidney Prescott. Mm-hmm. And the Arquettes.
Dewey's family.
Yeah. Do we know what we're talking about? Sorta.
I'm not good at remembering names and specific details.
Here's the biggest question. Will the S in Scream be a 5?
100%.
And it'll be called 5 Cream.
5 Cream.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Fast 5 Cream. Ash, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
To make it to the new year?
Mm-hmm.
None, but obviously 2020 has been super difficult for everyone, and I'm a teacher, and so I just want to continue doing the best I can for my kids and my own children. Mm-hmm. That's all. I just got to keep it up. I don't have like any high expectations. I'm not like, I'm going to go learn a new thing. I'm going to go make a big change. I'm just like trying to maintain.
Yep.
Were you going to
Sounds
say
good.
something in a silly joke?
Yeah, I'm going to try to spend more money this year.
I can help you with that.
Oh, you do? Yes. Ash, we're back for...
Wait, no. What's your
Oh.
actual New Year's resolution?
Read more.
Always.
And just be more patient.
I guess you were going to say that.
With all things. Mm-hmm. Season 2 of both the podcast and the television show that we're watching for the podcast. Season 2, Ash.
Yes.
Episode 1.
So excited to get into another season.
The episode is called The Return. You are? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I am as well.
Yay. But I'm just always so excited to watch it with you. Like, it would be fun to watch it by myself again, no matter what. But to watch it with you who hasn't seen it, but now you've seen the first season, I'm so excited for you to just continue to learn about everyone and see what happens and see, like, you know, the follow-throughs of all the setups.
I do have some hot off the press Pete-dictions, Ash.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they'll come at the end, I think.
Okay.
And
It'll be some cold off the press in like 45 minutes
well,
from now.
Ash, if you take the Pete-dictions off the press and start reading them too fast, your thumbs will smudge the ink.
Okay.
So let these Pete-dictions cool down. Also, I already know one of them is wrong, but I'm just gonna kick the tires on it.
Okay.
I'm just watching the episode. I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't think that's possible, but we'll see.
Okay.
But we haven't? Okay, I was gonna say, did we talk about how pretty much right I was about how season 2 would begin?
No, we need to talk about it.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cold open.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about how you were thinking that it was going to start right back up.
Yep.
How it left off.
And like Katherine would be there like, hey boys.
Yeah. You thought they were all going to be tied up.
Tied up, yeah.
So that part is not 100%.
No, and that's kind of a dumb thought that they'd be like bound with thick ropes in like in like Elena's living room. That's not smart. But in some ways they were bound emotionally.
Well, Katherine was there mixing it up, and it did pick up immediately. It actually even backtracked like a few minutes.
You got to backtrack. Also, we were wondering what was shot with the season 1 material and what was shot with season 2. We were trying to see if people had different hair.
Yeah.
Were people a little thinner, because that sometimes happens. Mm-hmm. And also, while we were watching, me and Ash were like, oh, was this the first scene of the new material they got to shoot?
They were like so happy to be back and having fun.
Yeah, and mixing it up. And then like, I'll just jump ahead in that scene where Bonnie gets a little teary-eyed, and Caroline, it looks like she does too, in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were just seeing their friends again on set.
We missed each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Ash, we digress or progress or something like that. Cold open. Speaking of cold, Uncle John is getting a cold water from the refrigerator. And Katherine scares him. Mm-hmm. Oh, but... well, I should have said Elena scares him.
Yeah, he thinks it's Elena. He's like, hey, and they're just chatting.
They chat about what just went down. We see where everyone is at. Jeremy is in the bed passed out because we know that he drank Anna's blood and then took a bunch of pills.
Yeah, but he's sad because Anna's dead.
Yep, and I predicted that he would not die.
And so he drank the blood and tried to kill himself.
Elena, though, strolls up exterior on the phone with Stefan, so that wasn't Elena inside. That was Katherine, as I already said.
That was post kissing Damon. Mm-hmm. And so it's, that wasn't Elena who kissed Damon. It was Katherine. Mm-hmm. And then you see it cuts to Katherine, so I feel like she heard Elena on the phone.
Yeah.
And that's when she
cuts off Uncle John's fingers and then stabs him, which we saw last.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, okay, my note was, did they film all this with season 1? I think so. Elena walks in. Father Uncle John is stabbed. Elena calls the police, grabs a knife, very Scream-esque. She's got the big, long... Actually, in Halloween, Michael Myers, oh, behave, has that same kind of knife. I think Ghostface, the Scream guy's Ghostface, has that knife as well. Mm-hmm. But it's very bloody.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's raspberry jam. We don't know.
Could be.
Maybe Uncle John's...
He was making a piece of toast.
Maybe his fingers are full of raspberry jam.
Yummy.
And maybe he poops peanut butter.
Ew, what?
He's a sandwich uncle.
Gross.
You never heard of that?
No.
All right, grabs a knife, very Scream-esque. Okay, Katherine whooshes out of there.
Yeah,
Elena wakes up Jeremy. He gasps. Hey, he does a lot of gasping.
he does.
He should have a big hoodie on this episode that in big, block letters across the chest says gasp.
Gasp. So when he gasps and then it cuts to the Vampire Diaries on the screen, did you immediately think that he was a vampire? Like he was dead and then he came back?
No.
No? You just thought he was just awake, just regular?
Yeah, well, I knew that he wasn't going to be dead or a vampire.
That was just your prediction, but you're that set on it, even though they set it up so hard to be like he was a vampire?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Coming into this season very confident. All right. EMTs wheel Uncle John out. Stefan comes in to check on Jeremy. He's not a vamp, and he's sad.
But also, Stefan says something really important. He said that Anna's blood cured him instead of turned him into a vampire because he didn't take enough pills to die. And he also said that the blood is leaving his system, so if he dies, he will die for good. He won't be turned to a vampire.
Yikes. Matt is at the hospital. Bonnie asks him about Caroline. She's not good. Matt tells Bonnie what happened.
You still don't like Matt? He's worried about his girlfriend. She might die.
I will like Matt if he somehow gets with Katherine.
If Matt gets with Katherine?
If Matt can woo Katherine, that'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be tough, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I'm not Pete-dicting that. I'm saying that would be tough, and that'd be cool with Matt.
He would probably just think it was Elena because he doesn't know anything about vampires or Katherine.
Exactly. That's why it'd be so difficult. I'm saying he knows Catherine's a vampire. He's like, you look like my ex-girlfriend?
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
That was very strange.
Bonnie feels guilty, Ash.
Yeah, well, she basically caused the car crash that almost is killing her friend.
Yeah, because she didn't take the spell off of the Gilbert device.
Exactly.
But Tyler and his mayor dad, she couldn't have known that he was going to react to it unless she does, which I don't think she does.
She seems very surprised.
Yeah. So the Lockwoods, I believe, brought it on themselves, so therefore it is Tyler's fault that Caroline got hurt, not Bonnie's fault. But no one could know that at this point. Am I right?
You're thinking hard.
Damon goes to talk to Sheriff Forbes. They wonder if Mayor Lockwood is a vampire. Forbes doesn't think he is.
She says she's known him her whole life, but also she can't really deal because she's just worried about Caroline.
Mm-hmm. And Ash, what's your theory about the Lockwoods?
I don't have a theory. I have the answer.
Okay. All right. Elena is at the hospital. Damon rolls up, demeans Bonnie's skills. Damon wants to give Caroline some blood. Bonnie tells Damon to do it. Mm-hmm. Damon's like, I want a truce. Bonnie doesn't want one, but you'll do it anyway for Elena. Mm-hmm. And Damon, at this point, still thinks he kissed Elena. So
right.
He's like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Elena thinks a tomb vampire stabbed Father Uncle John. And then Aunt Jenna comes up, and Damon sees that Aunt Jenna told Elena something, but she doesn't remember. So she told Katherine something. He's like, oh, I kissed Katherine, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. So he's putting the pieces together and realizes that it wasn't Elena. It was actually Katherine. He's like, oh.
He has a big getting it face.
Yeah, totally.
You gotta be kidding, he says. Katherine enters the house, hugs Stefan.
Pretending she's Elena.
Mm-hmm. Just what I needed. A hug from Stefan. But Stefan is not fooled.
Nope.
Like his foolish brother Damon.
He whips out those fangs.
Yep. They start fighting. They have a whoosh fight. And then Elena. Who's that?
I don't know.
I ship that.
Elena.
Elena and Damon enter. Katherine happened.
Mm-hmm. And then everyone's sort of on the same page.
Yeah. Damon tells Stefan that Katherine pretended to be Elena.
This is the best scene of the episode.
Yes, and this is the one where we're like, oh, maybe the first scene back, they get to have a little fun.
Yeah, there's like...
Maybe they go off book a little bit, Ash.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like light and like a tiny smile in Stefan when he's supposed to be really like serious. He's breaking character a little bit.
He's friggin' breaking like Jimmy Fallon over there.
Not quite.
It's like Damon is Horatio Sands.
No.
And Stefan's friggin' Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon.
Like you just said.
Yeah.
That would be funny. It would be really funny to see Jimmy Fallon and Horatio Sands play Damon and Stefan's character in a sketch.
Would Horatio be Damon, I guess?
I guess.
They thought with all the tomb vamps gone, things would be better. Katherine was invited in, though. What are we going to do? And Damon's like, move. If she wanted you dead, you would be.
Damon is just serving all the faces and all the little quips in this scene. And Elena's just kind of listening. And Stefan's just like still a little bit like, wait, you kissed Katherine, but you thought it was Elena? I don't feel like he's not even listening. He's just thinking about that one thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my note was Stefan is mad, but he looks like he's smiling.
Yeah.
It looks like all the actors are having fun. And this scene does look new now, like the other stuff could have been last season.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and hey, no judgment, but Elena looks a little nose jobby.
Yeah, I think it's just makeup.
Okay. Little contouring, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
I said Damon always looks great. He doesn't have weird rock star Dave Navarro hair.
No, he looks good. Stefan looks good too.
And Damon says he's going to ignore Katherine and stake her and rip her head off.
Yeah, he's just like so like blah, 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 about everything. Like just nonchalant, doesn't really like care, and everyone's all like kind of freaking out. And he's just like, I'm just going to ignore her. Mm-hmm. Ignore the bee, is what he says.
Mm-hmm. Ignore the bee in Apartment 23, he says, in a weird call forward to that sitcom. I said, Ash, you can tell when Dobrev is Elena and when she's Katherine.
She does a great job.
She does a great job.
She does a really great job. There's a...
And Matt can't tell, but we, the viewer, can.
Yeah, I was going to say Matt, because later at the funeral for Mayor Lockwood, when Matt walks in and Katherine's being Katherine, and then she sees Matt, she's like, oh, Matt. And But it makes sense because Nina Dobrev has played mostly Elena, so she's got like a really good handle on the Elena character. Mm-hmm. But then now she's doing more Katherine stuff. So it's fun to see. But it must be probably pretty easy for her to just kind of like go into Elena. Like that should be probably easy for her. But it is really cool to see is just like in the same scene, in the same moment, her switch back and forth. I like it.
Totally. Yeah, it's not quite Jim Carrey switching between characters in Me, Myself, and Irene when he does a crazy like his whole face goes crazy. I mean that's on purpose, but
right.
It's not subtle. Matt talking to Bonnie. Stefan's bro Damon stopped by. How is Caroline now? See for yourself. So they go in. Matt and Bonnie go in to check on Caroline.
Yeah, and Caroline's doing good because Damon did give her his blood, which we don't see the scene of that happening, but it's it's implied because now I'm healing super quickly now.
Yeah, I'm great. Jersey Shore's on. Lol.
Yeah.
Bonnie is crying.
Yeah.
She's happy. Caroline is okay. Maybe Bonnie and Caroline, the actresses, seeing each other for the first time. Hey, we were friends.
Yay, we love each other.
Season 2 got picked up.
Yay.
New Volkswagens. Right?
Uh-huh.
Ash, if you were an actress, an actor who was on a show, got a season 2 pickup, what car would you buy?
In this era, I would have gotten a white Volkswagen Jetta.
Oh, I called it with the Volkswagen?
Yeah. In college, I really wanted that car.
In 010, Ash, you would buy a 010 Jetta?
Yeah, but you know what? Then I actually went, my roommate had a Volkswagen Jetta, and I realized that I don't like the smell of Volkswagens. That the inside of the car smells like melted crayons. It gives me a headache. But I do think that is kind of the smell of leather seats in general. It smells like crayons. No, I'm not a fan. I mean, I use crayons pretty often in my everyday life as being a teacher and a mom, but
Yeah.
like a melted hot crayon smell.
I can't do...
No good.
No, I can't do leather seats.
I do not like leather seats either.
Because...
Which is good because we share cars.
I'm already wearing a leather jacket and then all the time and leather gloves, and I get in and I'm just like...
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, so... And then sometimes when it's hot and I'm still wearing my leather jacket, I melt into the car seat. Mm-hmm. And then I can't get out and make my meetings.
And then you also smell like crayons.
Yep.
It's a big issue.
Yeah.
But I do really like that car on the outside.
Cool.
Before that, I used to want to have a neon. Do you remember those cars?
Yes, but what make and model? I hear what color, but what make and model?
No.
Yeah, Dodge. A Dodge Neon.
Yeah, it was cute. A cute little car.
Yeah. 09. I'd buy a 09 Yaris, Ash.
Classic.
Yep.
White.
Yeah, maybe. Forbes asks, ooh, do we always call her Lady Lockwood? Or was that just my note this time?
I think that's just your note.
All right, Forbes asks Lady Lockwood if Mayor Lockwood was a vampire. Damon is there too.
And Mrs. Lockwood is like, no way.
No way. He hates vampires.
Right.
Ty's uncle Mason, the black sheep they say, shows up to Mayor Lockwood's funeral.
In his black Jeep.
Black Jeep, it's a Ford Bronco.
I know, but I just wanted to rhyme with black sheep.
Oh, black sheep and his black Jeep?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. A new hunk, rhyme with that.
Punk.
Is this guy hunky, Ash? I know that's what he's supposed to be.
Not for me.
Is he 09 CW hunky?
I mean, he's got like light eyes and, you know, he looks fine.
This was on the CW, right? Is that a dumb question? Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Of course it was a dumb question.
Stefan and Elena go to visit Father Uncle John in the hospital. I'm Elena, not Katherine.
Because he was all scared.
Yeah, he was very scared. They give him his ring back. They push it onto his bloody nub.
In your dreams.
He can't stand the sight of Stefan with his daughter. Ash, this is racism.
I know. Racist against vampires.
I can't stand to see you with my daughter, he says. He's like, man, this is like, rewind this, well, or just stay in the present, and this is some on-topic racism right here.
It is. And he even goes to say, like, she should have staked you by now.
I know.
But Elaine's just like, this is where this negativity is going to get you. It's going to get yourself killed. Bye. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad. I don't even want to call you Dad. I want to call you Uncle. You're more of an uncle to me than a dad.
Burn.
Stefan gives Uncle John, though, his blood and threatens that he needs to leave or he'll turn him into a vampire and watch him hate himself.
I know. I don't really like when Stefan is vampire Stefan, except when he does it like to save others, you know? When
Yeah.
he's doing it for someone else, it's like, oh yeah, he's defending Elena, he's protecting her, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I liked it.
He's very mad. He's very protective.
And he's like in control of it. He's like, I'm about to threaten this guy.
Yeah.
And instead of before where he was just that bloodthirsty Stefan.
Yeah, he's like, I need to be scary
Yeah.
for it to matter.
And I can be scary.
Yep.
And I can also force him to drink my blood.
Oh, yeah. Ash, it's not like when Sully is very scary in front of Boo in Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yeah. And Boo is so scared.
Yeah, he wasn't really controlling it, and Boo didn't need to see that.
No. Thankfully, Sully made it up to Boo.
But she lost a lot of trust for him in that moment. Mm-hmm. Mason Lockwood, Mayor Lockwood's brother? Ty mistakes Katherine for Elena. This is rambling. Okay. Mason Lockwood, I guess, is Mayor Lockwood's brother because Ty calls him Uncle Mason. Mm-hmm. Or maybe Lady Lockwood's brother. Anyway.
I think it's on the dad's side.
Oh, yeah, my brother was a dick or whatever. Mm-hmm. No one says that. Okay, never mind. Okay, back at the Mayor Lockwood funeral, Ty mistakes Katherine for Elena and invites her into the house.
Yes.
That's the important part of that scene.
Yeah, and she just stands there at the threshold for like so long.
Mm-hmm. And then she, like, one foot over the other, slinks in.
Yeah. She's Bambi walking in.
Mm-hmm. Dragon Boy Suede has a song, Newborn Baby Colt, Newborn Baby Colt.
Is it about girls in heels?
No, it's about after he has a sesh in the bed with a lady friend, consensual. She gets up out of the bed walking like a newborn baby colt because of the intensity of their lovemaking.
Oh, okay.
To put it gently. But anyway, Stefan and Elena want Father Uncle John gone.
Yes.
Elena might have a Razor phone, Ash.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
If you had a Razor phone and a Razor scooter, woo boy.
I had neither.
I didn't have a Razor. I could have bought one from a connection for under price because he had several of them.
Oh, interesting.
But I didn't want to shell out even the cash for the lower price. Also, it's like, can I really get that on network?
Yeah, it becomes complicated.
It was a shady situation. I was fine with my Nokia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, razors were cool though.
They were
so thin
and
shiny.
And I never had a Razor scooter until now.
You don't even have one, but both of your kids do.
Yes. And I'm a little too big for those, even though I try every time. Uh-huh. Bonnie and Damon at the funeral. Bonnie asked Damon why Ty and Mayor Lockwood were affected. Mm-hmm. Don't you want to know? Yeah, I do. And I thought she was going to tell him.
Yeah, they just are like, we both don't know.
So let's bring it up some more. Bonnie squishes Damon's brain with her powers.
Yeah, and he was like,
proving she is not to be messed with. She's been in the lab practicing.
In the lab.
Mm-hmm. Bonnie talks to Katherine like it's Elena, but then touches her and figures it out and goes into the other room.
Right.
And makes a call on her Razor phone. Maybe not.
Yeah, to be like, Elena, where are you? Oh, Bonnie, I'll be there soon. And then she's like, confirms that it wasn't Elena.
And then Katherine's like, I'm Katherine. And
then Bonnie's like, I know who you are.
Yeah. And Katherine's like, I know all of Elena's friends.
Let me list them to you in order.
Mm-hmm. Number 1. Bonnie, you. Alphabetical. Ash.
What?
Katherine has been putting the pieces of Elena's life together. Bonnie can't hurt Katherine's brain like she just hurt Damon's brain.
Yeah, that's funny. She tries to do it, and Katherine knows what Bonnie's doing,
Yeah.
and so she pretends, and then she's like, doesn't affect me. JK.
And so then she chokes her out, gets scary eyes, and then, but Bonnie is smart. She pops open the door with her powers.
Yeah. And then Catherine just like looks around the corner like, okay.
She's like, I did it with my powers. Do you remember that?
Yeah, what is that from?
I think is it Matilda?
Oh, maybe.
I did it with my powers.
Ew, you just rolled on their computer.
Uh-oh. That's part of it.
I like Matilda.
I think that's it. Stefan asks Katherine to stop, and she does. Mm-hmm. Stefan and Katherine walking through the party. Matt walks up. Katherine likes Matt. Lol.
Yeah, she's like, his eyes are so blue.
Stefan wants to know what game Katherine is playing. No rules, just like Outback Steakhouse. Elena and Jenna and Jeremy roll up. Elena goes to talk to Damon. Damon thought he kissed Elena. Doppelganger hijinks ensued, he says. Ash, how do you feel about him saying that?
What do you think about him saying that?
I said, this is a writer line. This was a written line that a writer wrote. I don't know. No one would say doppelganger hijinks ensued even if they were 170 whatever year old vampire. I think that is a silly line to have been written and to have been said. Too much going on in that line,
It
Ash.
is a lot of verbiage.
Mm-hmm. You think Catherine's going to send me off the deep end? He says.
Do you think he is?
Yes. Surprised you thought I would kiss you back, Elena says. And then that made Damon sad.
I know. But you know what? I agree with her because he should know that she wouldn't kiss him back because she's in love with Stefan and she's loyal to Stefan. Not that, like, she's so appalled by who Damon is that she would never, ever kiss him. But he takes it so personally.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I disgust you so... He's basically like... I disgust you so much you wouldn't even think about possibly kissing me. Mm-hmm. And she's just, but they don't get to like actually say what they're thinking, you know, that's all the subtext. And her subtext is like, well, I'm not going to kiss you because I'm dating your brother.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
Also, there's something to probably he wasn't having all sorts of complex thoughts in the moment when he was kissing Katherine, right? So he was just like, oh, I'm kissing Elena. Cool. And then, like, in hindsight, he's like, all these layers have been added on top of it. He's gotten to think about it. And so now he's kind of like saying a whole bunch of stuff. But in the moment, it was a very simple thing. He thought he was kissing Elena. He wasn't like, I'm betraying my brother and blah, blah, blah. He wasn't thinking all this stuff. He was just like, whoa, this is happening.
This is happening, yeah.
But then since time has passed, he's put all these layers on top of it.
And he's like making an even bigger deal about it because he brings it up to Stefan every time he sees Stefan. He keeps bringing it up because I think he's just really like uncomfortable with like what happened and what everyone thinks about it and what it means for him. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, well, were you going to, like, later in a minute, you're probably going to talk about how he's like, well, were you going to fight me, whatever? Like, he just keeps bringing it up.
Yeah. These people out here in these streets, Ash, who seem like they have it all together and they're not insecure and they're so cool, maybe they're the most insecure.
Maybe so.
If you're putting on a big show about how cool you are. Jeremy rolls into the Lockwood funeral. He's got some new swag about him, Ash.
Some swag, some just like, who cares about life? Mm-hmm. But I got my leather jacket on.
Yep. He drove there in his Volkswagen Jetta with the leather seats, squeaking all the way.
He can't drive because he's like 14.
He tells Ty he's sorry about Ty's dad. Jeremy can relate to a dead dad, Ash. Mm-hmm. They share a flask. Mason comes in and shoos Jeremy away, and then he drinks the flask. Mm-hmm. Then Mason shares the flask with Ty. A lot of Flask action.
I know. Are you like, you guys can't share drinks because of COVID?
Yeah, no one's wearing their mask and,
Sucking necks and whatever.
Yeah.
No good.
But we're recording this a little early. By December 31st, that'll totally be gone. Like, we'll totally be able to have New Year's Eve. Like, I'm going to New York to watch the ball drop, baby.
Ew. Nope.
Katherine talking to Stefan. You haven't changed at all. They're walking around the manor. Mm-hmm. The Lockwoods have more land because of the tomb vampire's possessions, which I was like, all right.
Yeah, well, that's real messed up.
Yeah, they put those vampires in the tomb and stole their goods and services.
They took their land. They took their homes and their land, and they just... Yeah, that's not good.
And they burnt them up.
That's probably why they didn't even like those vampires. They're just like, we can just burn these people and be like, it doesn't matter, they're vampires, and we'll just take all their stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's some kind of allegories going on here.
Yeah, I know. Does it remind you of anything else?
Katherine tells Stefan that you're stronger and meaner. It's sexy. And Stefan says he was never in love with Katherine. You compelled me. My feelings weren't real. I know the truth. And Katherine says, I came back for you, Stefan. But he says he hates her. And then she stabs him with like a piece of iron.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah. But how do you feel about it?
Well, do you think that he's honest? Do you think that he really hates her and never loved her?
We need to see some more flashbacks.
Whoop, whoop. Today I pretended to blast words into the past because I was teaching them about the ED ending on words.
To your class that you teach?
Yes.
Yes.
And so I was making sound effects for Time Machine. I was like...
Flux capacitor. Marty!
They'd be like, what?
Who? Elena cleans up Stefan's stab wound. He'll be okay. Damon comes over.
Why does she even need to clean it up, though? Just so we can see his abs?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's unnecessary.
Just the Ash, also juxtaposition. Katherine stabbing Stefan, and then it went to commercial, and then the same actress. Mm-hmm. She's played by the same actress, right? In a similar position, but helping Stefan.
Yeah, okay.
Damon tells Elena that Katherine is trying to steal your guy. I went after your girl.
See, he brought it up again.
Mm-hmm. He's obsessed with it, Ash. Elena walks away. Damon is messing with Stefan. You want to fight? And Stefan's like, Katherine's going to play us against each other.
Which is what Elena told Stefan. So that at least Stefan was listening to Elena.
Ash. And then, is it Damon that says, our bond is unbreakable? Brothers bond, Ash.
I know.
Or is it Stefan? I don't know. But anyway.
I think Damon says it.
They reference brothers bond.
I know. They were so good at picking this name for themselves.
They were. I wonder if they're doing a rewatch right now over Zoom together.
Well, they hang out together because they do photo shoots and stuff. And actually today, the day we're recording this, is Ian Somerhalder's birthday.
Oh.
And Paul Wesley was with Ian doing some sort of photo shoot for Brothers Bond. So they're in each other's quarantine bubble.
They're in each other's bubble, and also they're both immortal.
Yeah.
So, doesn't matter. I kissed Elena, Damon says.
So I think Damon keeps bringing it up because he wants Stefan to be mad at him. He wants to be punished. He did the wrong thing.
He wants a little spanking.
A little spanking. Ow. No, but he isn't.
He feels guilty.
He feels guilty, and he's not used to like doing the right thing. He wants to be punished for doing the wrong thing. But,
he does.
But Stefan is listening to Elena, thankfully, and trying not to let Katherine come between them.
And Stefan knows that it'll just be worse on Damon if he doesn't punish him, and then Damon will keep punishing himself.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Stefan probably doesn't think that. But Katherine will try to break you, and that will define us, and Stefan will not fight Damon, he says.
No.
Father, Uncle John is packing up to leave. You'll kill all your evil vampires and leave town. So he's talking to Jeremy. Mm-hmm. Father, Uncle John's like, I was taught to hate the vampires. It's what I know. Hate is taught, Ash.
That's for sure.
The ring to protect you was my father's, Jeremy says. Why is he still dead? And John says that his parents died in an accident, not in a supernatural way. So this ring protects from supernatural dangers.
Yes.
You've been exposed to the town's darkest secret. Mm-hmm. Ash, what's your town's darkest secret? Just kidding.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. Ty looks older, Ash. Did he age?
A little bit. A couple months.
Yep. He smashes a picture of his dad.
Oh, yeah. This picture, it makes me laugh.
Tell me why. You did laugh.
Well, Tyler and his mom are standing up, and then Mayor Lockwood is obviously sitting in a chair.
Uh-huh.
But it's just a bad picture. It's like, you know, if people are standing behind you and you're sitting in front of them, then, like, your heads should be, like, kind of close to each other. But it's, like, Mom and Tyler, and then you have to, like, pan down for, like, 5 minutes to get to short little Mayor Lockwood body. It's just a bad picture. And he had that in his own office. It's like, why are you going to frame this picture of yourself? It looks terrible.
And it looked like he had a Van Heusen dress shirt on.
I actually know what that is.
That shows up at the thrift store a lot. People get rid of their Van Heusens. Why was he sitting down?
Probably because he was at his desk and he was always working, and then.
Or was it a Photoshop job?
It's obviously a Photoshop job.
Well, but they couldn't get the cast together to take a little picture.
Well, they could have just bumped him up a little higher.
Yeah. I don't know. We will never know the answer to that.
Well, it's a very silly picture. So there's like a close up on this picture, and it makes me laugh. And then he throws it across the room because he's so mad.
He's so mad.
He's smad.
He's very smad. Uncle Mason wrestles him to the floor.
Well, because he gets a little bit rough with his mom.
I know, that was weird.
Because he can't control his temper.
Ooh. What else can he not control? Maybe the amount of hair that grows out of his body during a full moon? We'll see. Damon is back at the Salvatore mansion. He pours himself a Brother's Bond. You can see the label right there.
Yep.
Katherine came to say goodbye. Yeah, right, I said. No goodbye kiss. Why don't I kill you instead?
That's what Damon says.
Kiss me or kill me, she says.
But we know you can only do one.
Why not both?
That's what she said.
Ash, Batman soundtrack. Love me, thrill me, kiss me, kill me. Batman.
But is that the song that played?
No.
But that's the song that should play.
That's just, she says, kiss me, kill me, and then that's just the song title.
I got it.
That jogged the old memory.
Yep. So then they start making out.
They are both whoosh fighting and loud kissing.
Yes. And some shirts are being removed.
Her shirt whooshes off because we don't see it actually come off.
It gets it doesn't come off. It gets opened.
Damon gets too vulnerable for my taste.
Really?
Yep. We hate to see it.
Why?
Very sad for him.
It's just different for him. He's just desperate.
All his armor is off, Ash, in that moment, as well as.
Yeah, he's like, all right, just
some
answer me
buttons.
one thing. Just be honest with me for 1 minute. Yeah, he's like really out of his normal character.
Yeah, and Katherine says it was always Stefan, and I said she's definitely just messing with him.
Yeah, she said, I never loved you. It was always Stefan.
I know. I think people in this episode are saying they never loved people who they did love.
But then he's so sad.
He's so sad.
She leaves. He's so sad.
And then Damon whooshes into Elena's bedroom. And he's drunk. He wants an Katherine lookalike, and he'll take either.
Yeah.
And he kisses Elena against her will.
Yeah, she's saying no.
Not a good look.
No good.
No, I love Stefan. Jeremy comes in. Damon says, "Oh, you want to be a vampire, huh?" And then he snaps Jeremy's neck.
Yes.
And then just
in this moment, what'd you think?
I thought that guy's dead.
Right.
And then, but just true moments later,
Right.
he's not. But yeah,
Well, moments later, you see he has the Gilbert ring.
the Gilbert ring. Before you die, you wear the ring?
What?
Instead of before you die, you see the ring?
Oh.
Before you die, you wear the ring, and then you're not dead.
And then you're not dead.
Yeah.
That's a better story.
So he's okay, I guess.
Yeah, but it was really scary because Elena didn't know at first.
Yeah.
She's just like, okay, Damon just killed my brother. But now Elena is super upset because she doesn't think that Damon even knew about the ring, but that Damon actually just really killed Jeremy.
Intention, Ash, is everything.
Right. But I also wonder, does Damon know that he doesn't have vampire blood in his system? Maybe Damon really thought he was turning him into a vampire and didn't know that he was going to, accidentally kill him.
Interesting. Mason rolls in to talk to Ty. I think she popped a couple pharmaceuticals. How did you get the chill gene? This is some good stuff.
Yep, some good writing.
Yeah, they shot in the lobby of an Abercrombie.
But yeah, Mason's like, I didn't get a chill gene.
No. Some curse they talk about?
Yeah, he said it's the Lockwood curse. He learned to deal with it.
Just like being a werewolf. He saw the ring, and that's why he did it, Stefan says about Damon. Damon wants to be hated. Elena hates Damon. Jeremy gasps awake. Damon killed me. What? It's a lot.
It is. There's so many, are you dead? Are you not dead? Are you a vampire? You're not a vampire situations in this episode.
Yeah. Will they, won't they?
The
And
return
then...
to life.
Ooh.
Not just Katherine's return.
Ooh.
So many returns.
The return of Mason.
For the first time.
Uncle Mace. The last scene, Ash, Caroline in the hospital room. Katherine is there. Give the Salvatore bros a message from me. Game on. And then she slams the door shut. And then the Saw theme plays.
I know.
Game on. No, she smothers Caroline.
And what happens to Caroline?
Dun, dun, dun.
Black
hair never looks so
I was
good.
going to say black hair Caroline, but...
Dark Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Dark hair never looks so good.
So good. So good. So good.
We'll see next ep.
Okay.
Ash, are we doing Pete-dictions or the game?
Pete-dictions.
All right. Dark Caroline. Next episode.
Which is, she's a vampire or what?
I didn't think that far into it.
You just think she's just gonna she's just gonna wake up and dye her hair black?
Yeah, well, hold the phone. Hold the Razor phone. Get off your Razor scooter. Let's think about this for a second because she's got Stefan's blood in her system. Damon's blood in her system.
Yeah.
Ooh, even better for the dark hair of it all. Because maybe his blood has dark hair in it. Ew.
Ew, that's gross.
That doesn't even mean anything.
I know.
But he has dark hair, and she will soon too. She's got that dark vampire sad blood in there. Has enough time passed? I don't think Caroline's dead. I think she's a vamp with dark hair.
Okay.
All right. And then, all right, conspiracy theory. Government conspiracy theory, Ash. Local government.
All right. Mystic Falls government.
Yes. Mayor and Tyler Lockwood. Why would something that affects vampires affect them? Did they inject or suck some vampire blood in order to ensure that they would get through that night? Like, did Mayor Lockwood maybe sneak that into Tyler's drink or something like that? Or did they do it on purpose? Did they think they would be in danger and they didn't want to die? So they were like, next best thing to being an alive human is to being an undead vampire instead of just being a dead human. Mm-hmm. So therefore, had a little vamp blood in the system. Gilbert device affected even the little bit of blood in their system and made them have their headaches. And then it turned out bad for Mayor Lockwood and also bad for Tyler.
Right. Okay, that's interesting.
Local gov.
Local gov conspiracy theories.
Yep. And that's why it's important to get involved in your local government.
Just leave it at that.
How many fangs, Ash? And then we'll play the game.
I was going to ask you, fangs.
Fangs? I'm going to go Season 2, Episode 1, 2.1 fangs. An excellent episode. We've never seen this before. Over 2 fangs. Wow. 2.1. We're very excited.
There's a little baby fang starting to grow up.
Yep.
2.1 fangs. Wow. That's great.
What about you, Ash?
It's 2 fangs.
2 fangs.
It was so great. I could not wait to watch the premiere. After seeing the finale. So good.
Ash.
So much happening. Setting up the season. I love it.
Got a new season ahead of us. We have Brothers Bond merch.
I know.
We're prepped.
We're ready.
Ash, the game. On a PD pod, there's going to be a game.
What is it?
It's a new season.
Mm-hmm.
What would each character's new season resolution be? We already saw some of the direction that everyone's headed in. So...
Can I play this game since I already know?
Oh, yeah. Probably not. Okay, then I'll do it.
Yeah, you do it.
All right.
A single-player game.
Okay, so Bonnie is practicing self-care, Ash. She's going into the new season more confident. She's taking more me time to hone her craft. Mm-hmm. It's like you're going to do more time for your hobby. That's what she's doing.
All right, that's a good one. I also encourage self-care as a resolution.
Yep. Damon. I don't know. Everything he's doing is destructive. Maybe he's going to...
But his resolution would still be like, my resolution is to not give a F.
Oh, yes.
Because he would say something snarky or whatever.
He would, but maybe his secret resolution was to be vulnerable and honest. And look how that worked out. He's one of these people who gets a gym membership, and by Jan 15, he's never going back there. So he made the resolution, I'm going to be vulnerable. And he was like,
Never mind.
Stefan, he's laying off the sauce this year, Ash. He's got a problem. He's going a little clean. He's going sober.
Okay.
Maybe he's doing a whole 30, Ash. I didn't write any of this down. This is why it's bad.
No, I'm
just
great.
making up.
I love it.
Elena is going to focus more on family.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Aunt Jenna.
Little Aunt Jay. Father Uncle John. We'll see what he's all about.
Well, he's out of town. He's leaving, right?
Says you.
Do you think he's coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Ash, if you like the Vampire Diaries,
Which I do.
and or you are a young adult,
Nope.
no, we're regular.
I'm a young adult at heart.
We're medium adults, I think.
Yeah.
You should check out my young adult book series, The Happenstancers. I almost said Happenstancers.
Which, by the way, you don't have to be a young adult to like the happenstances,
No, I would say if you're a young adult of any age.
which is in your heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
tinyurl.com/thehappenstances. Ash,
What?
since the last recorded episode and present day recording this episode right this moment,
Yes.
my horror anthology, Horror from the High Dive, is out.
Yeah, I have one. I have one right next to my Betty Bye.
Ooh, too spooky.
I know, I haven't read it before bed.
12 spooky stories, one scary poem.
Let me just say, I've read it, but I just don't read it before bed.
No, I mean, unless you want to be up all night.
Don't want to be spooked.
It's a fun book. It looks great. It turned out awesome.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
We had a successful Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, and now you can just buy it paperback or Kindle or Nook or iBook.
Yeah,
Any of those things.
that's awesome. You gotta get it.
It's very cool. This is like the Amazon paperback link, tinyurl.com/h from the HD. If Amazon paperback is what you desire, but even through that, you can get the Kindle. You can go on Barnes & Noble, look it up there.
Yeah, and can you get it at like local bookstore websites?
You can through local bookstore websites. Also, the best thing on earth, well, I guess people can't even go to bookstores, but if you talk to your local bookstore shop person and tell them to stock it,
Yeah.
that would be the most intense thing on earth for everyone. Uh-oh, I just clicked the link.
Good. Let's buy one.
Okay. For any questions or concerns, follow me at Peter L. Harmon on Twitter or Instagram. Ash isn't on Twitter. She's private on Instagram. If you have something to say to her that isn't weird, I'll tell her. Email thehappenstances@gmail.com for whatever reason you would do that. Don't tweet spoilers or you will get muted. Not blocked. I need the follower count still. Ash, I'm not at 1 million followers yet. Can you believe it? Me.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how many followers I have, like 25. It's like, no, I have more than that.
Ash, the only 2 followers that really matter are our 2 children following the rules.
That is true. Oh, I have 453 followers. That's pretty good for a private account.
Especially with the content you put out. I'm just kidding. Hey, if you love this show, leave a review.
Yes, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Your self-dictions.
Yes. Yes. Please send us your self-dictions. Ash, there might have been a new theme song on the top of this episode. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
And also, there might be some merch coming.
Ooh.
But anyway, we enjoy doing the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Season 2, we're back.
We're excited.
Tell a friend.
We're going to be here all season 2. Thank you for returning. The return.